Namaste, everybody, and welcome to our half an hour session. So let's just sit up nice and tall. And remember, if you can't sit cross-legged, you can sit on a chair, sitting up nice and tall. Feel the spine lengthening. We're going to do some breathing. So you're going to take 2 sips in through the nose, and then a nice, long, deep sigh out the mouth. So breathing in and release. Breathe in, let go, breathe in, release, breathe in, let go, breathe in, release, breathe in, let go. And let's do one more. Breathe in and release. And then bringing right hand onto navel, left hand onto the upper chest, and just feel your body from within. Feel your inner energy field. And just thinking about moments and experiences these last couple of days that brought you gratitude and appreciation. Just replay them in your mind and then bring your attention to your heart and then feel gratitude and appreciation for those moments, for those experiences. And now feeling your entire body from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. And now feeling love and gratitude and appreciation for your beautiful and amazing body. Just feel your body from within. Visualize your body. And to the heart, just say thank you, thank you, thank you for this beautiful and amazing body. And giving gratitude for this moment right here, right now, where you are in space and time. Giving gratitude to everything that you have in your life. Everything that you have in your life, from people to your home, to having food to eat, to people who love you. Just saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And giving gratitude to our beautiful planet, our Mother Earth, where we live. To all the gifts that she gives us. To all the beautiful creatures. Just saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And giving gratitude for the gift of life and for the fact that you exist. And then just saying to yourself, the beauty of nature I live with, the beauty of nature I live by, and the beauty of nature upon which I base my life. Just feeling your body from within. Let's use the breath now to draw that frequency of gratitude and appreciation into every cell of our bodies, to every organ, into the blood, into the bones. Take a deep breath in, deep sigh, Breathe in. Release. Once more, breathe in. And let it go. Okay, well done. And then opening the eyes. And let's lie down on our mats now. Just taking both arms above your head and give your body a good stretch. Point and flex your feet. Point and flex them. Bringing both knees in towards your chest and just hug them in. Gently rocking from side to side, just easing out your spine. And then crossing your feet over, and you can either keep holding those knees, or if you want to reach for your feet, you can do that as well. And still rocking from side to side, just massaging your spine and your back, trying to flatten your back into your mats. Well done. And then crossing your feet over the other way, and either holding those knees or holding the feet, whichever you prefer. And just gently rocking from side to side. Well done. Placing your feet onto the floor, taking your feet as wide as your mat, arms out by your side, about a 45-degree angle. And let's take those knees to the right and then knees to the left. And just doing that a couple times. Well done. Taking one more over to the left. And then bring your knees back up. And now you're going to take your right arm above your head. Take both knees over to the right. Just gently push the left hand down into the floor. Lift the left shoulder blade. Squeeze your glute. Arch the back. Feel that right arm extending. And then you can turn your head if it's comfortable and look up at your right hand. Well done. And we're going to swap. So bring your knees back to center and then taking your left arm above your head, pushing your right hand down into the floor. Arch the back. Allow the shoulder blade to lift up. And then you look up at your left hand. Okay, and then we're just going to flow over to the right. And then over to the left. And keep going. Okay, once more to the left. And then bringing your knees back to center. Just give your knees a hug in towards your chest. They'll rock from side to side. Placing your feet onto the floor, feet as wide as your mat. And then now you're going to take both arms above your head and we're going to clasp the hands. And we're just going to take those knees over to the right. And coming back to center and then going over to the left. And coming back and over to the right. And you just roll right over. Okay, let's do one more to the left. And then coming back and then maybe just shuffle back on your mat because you might have come off your mat. Then bring both knees in towards your chest, hug them in, gently rocking from side to side. Okay, take your hands behind the back of the knees and do a rock and coming up. Okay, and you're going to bring the soles of your feet together and then just bring your knees out to the sides. You don't need to hold the feet. You can just rest the hands and do a little rock from side to side. Well done. Coming to center now, just gently bouncing the legs. Okay, well done. And now bring your hands behind you. Try and keep the chest lifted. And we're going to lift the right leg up and then bring it down and then lift the left. So remember, I mirrored image you and down and then right and down and left and down and right and down. Strengthening those hip flexors and down, left, and just keep going. Okay, well done. And do one more on the left and bring it down. Now you're going to lift the right and then just take it out to the side, bring it back and bring it down. And then you lift the left, take it out, back and down. Right, out, back and down. Left. Well done. And just keep going. Let's do one more on the right. And one more on the left. Well done. Okay, now bring the knees together and knees apart. Knees together and knees apart. And just do that a couple times. Just feeling that opening up in the hip and groin area. Okay, do one more. Well done. And then just bring those knees in and just hug them in towards the chest. Let's come onto all fours. And as usual, we're doing our cat and cow. So shuffle those arms a little further forward so we have a nice angle with them. And spread the fingers wide, and then just dig your fingers like you're clawing your mat. Just dig them into your mat. And we're going to breathe and look up, belly down. Exhale, round the spine. Breathing in, looking up. And exhale, rounding the spine. And just keep going, breathing in. And exhale, rounding the spine. And your last one, rounding the spine. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Squeeze your glutes. Tucking your toes under, draw your sitting bones towards your heels. Bringing your forehead down to your mat. And if you can't bring your forehead down to your mat, then bend your forearms and rest the forehead on the mat. Slowly walking your hands back, and you push all that weight onto those toes and the feet, giving them a good stretch. Okay, and then if you want, you can come up and sit on your heels. If you find that's too painful, keep your hands on the floor. We want to give those feet a good stretch because often our feet are very tight, the toes are tight, they just don't want to bend. So we want to put some pressure on those, onto the feet and the toes. And stretch out the fascia in your feet and your toes. Okay, and then bring your hands down to the floor. Take your knees wide, flatten your feet, big toes touching. Draw your sitting bones towards your heels. You can either bring your hands in front of you or take your hands behind you or come down onto your forearms, or if you want to, you can lie down. I'm just staying here for now. So you go what's appropriate for your body. I know a majority of you are in this position. Okay, and then coming forward, and then just stretch those arms forward, bring your forehead down on your mat. Walking your hands back, taking your knees wide, feet wide, tuck those toes under, lift your knees off your mat and come into a squat pose. You can either bring your hands on the floor and lift the heels if you need to. So squats, I like to do squats, even though I find it challenging for myself. I like to do it because it's really good for your breathing. You find you can't breathe in the upper chest, you breathe in the abdominal area. The diaphragm has to work, it massages all those internal organs, and some of them rely on the diaphragm for movement. So if you're not breathing properly, then those organs don't get to move and become stagnant, and goodness knows what's happening if they become stagnant. So we want to really breathe, take some deep breaths, and remember, if you can't do this, you can do it against the wall, you can hold on to a chair and go as far as you can, or something that is stable or you won't fall over. Okay, bringing your hands onto the floor, and then just straighten the legs and straighten the legs as much as you can. Then bring your hands onto the center of your shins, straighten your arms, nice flat back, straighten the feet. Okay, bring your hands on your hips, bend your knees, round your spine, slowly come up all the way. Okay, now this one you can use a chair because we're going to squat. We're going to do it a couple times, and it is quite challenging, even for me. Okay. So all you're going to do is you can bring your hands on your hips or your hands in front of you. I'm just going to bring them to namaskar. So you choose what's right for you. And all we're going to do is you're going to bend down as far as you can, and then you come up. So if you're here, you can't go lower, then you go as far as you can. And then you bend down and up and bend and up. Ideally, you want the feet nice and straight. They can slightly go out to the sides and bend and up and bend and up and up and bend and up. And let's do one more, bend and up. All done. Then just the feet are nice and wide, and just let your body hang, let your head hang, soften those knees. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out your mouth. Breathe in, release. Once more, breathe in, let it go. Well done. And then just taking the feet out to stance, come into your squat pose. Hands on the floor, and then wherever you are, just move into your plank pose. So here you want the shoulders in line with your wrists, squeeze your glutes. Legs are straight and strong. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lift those sitting bones up, and then slowly start walking the feet out, treadling the feet. Drawing both heels down together, and breathe in, float to plank pose. Exhale to downward dog. Breathing into plank. Exhale, downward dog. Do one more, plank. Exhale, downward dog. Well done. Bring your knees to the floor, knees wide apart, big toes touching. Bring your forehead down to your mat and relax. And slowly walking your hands back, coming up, taking your hands behind you. And if you want, you can come down onto your forearms, maybe come down all the way. Slowly coming up. And then bring your hands in front of you. And let's come, bringing the knees so they're nice and bent, facing upwards. And then you're just going to hold the knees and lift the chest and slowly roll your spine down to your mat. And just hug your knees towards your chest, hug them in, do a little rock from side to side. And placing your feet onto the floor. And all you're going to do now is keep the pelvis still, hips still, feet are hip distance apart, feet are straight, knees are facing straight up. You're going to squeeze those bum muscles and then relax them. And then breathe in, squeeze your glutes, and exhale, release. And breathe in, squeeze. And let's deep sigh out the mouth and release. Breathe in, squeeze. And let go. Breathe in, squeeze. And release. Breathe in, squeeze. And let go. Once more, breathe in, squeeze. And release. Okay, this time you're going to breathe in, squeeze. tilt your pelvis, and then slowly lift those hips up as high as you can. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Maybe interlace your hands if you wish, or just push your hands down into your mat and lifting up. Squeezing those glutes, tucking the tailbone under, and breathe and lift. Just breathe in and lift once more as high as you can. Release, and then slowly roll that spine down to your mat. Bringing your knees towards your chest, hug them in. Do a little rock from side to side, easing out your spine. And then straighten your legs along the floor. Arms by your sides, palms facing up. And just notice your breathing. Just being aware of how your body feels. And just noticing how it feels compared to when we start in the beginning of the class. And then remember what it felt like expressing your gratitude and your love and appreciation. Being thankful for everything you have in your life. Just allow yourself to remember what that feels like. Allow this to be your dominant frequency. This feeling of gratitude. Just allow yourself to bring it with you through the rest of your day, through the rest of your week and your month. Just keep connecting or being aware of that elevated emotion of gratitude and appreciation. Just take a deep breath in through your nose, deep sigh out your mouth. Breathe it in and release. Once more, breathe in, let it go. Now on your next in-breath, take both arms above your head. Give your body a good stretch. Just point and flex your feet. Point and flex. Bringing both knees in towards your chest and hug them in. Do a little rock from side to side. Taking your right arm above your head, roll over to your right side. And then slowly coming up. Sitting cross-legged, taking both hands behind your back. Take your left hand, clasp your right wrist, breathe in. As you breathe out, folding forwards. Breathing in, slowly coming up. And let's do our 3 shanties. So just imagine those sound waves going out to all beings, to our loved ones, to our family, to our friends, to our Mother Earth where we live, all the beautiful creatures. So bringing your hands to the heart, letting the thumbs rest onto the heart center. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Om Shanti. 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 Thank you so much, everyone. Namaste. Thank you. Please, if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up or subscribe or comment. Thanks so much. Thank you.